Hey everyone, it's Josh coming at you, not from my kitchen, not from my living room or from a random hotel, but I'm coming at you from the legendary Recording Studio 3 at Abbey Road Studios. This is an incredible institution. We're setting up here to do some live tracking of some songs from the new album, and oh my God, just real quick before I even get started, I have to show you guys that this is the coolest thing ever. Within Abbey Road Studio 3, this is the piano that the Beatles recorded Day in the Life. Okay, I can clean the drool up off the floor now. The reason I'm doing this vlog is because there'll be plenty of time to catch up later. Right now, I wanted to tell you all via video blog, because I just think it's more fun that way, what the tracks on my new album are. Of course, you still have to hear them, but I wanted to give you the names of them just to kind of get that out of my system and give you an idea of what kind of things are on the album. So get your pens and papers ready, and I will let you know what it is. And I'll kind of explain what the songs are. So I can't wait for you to hear these songs. Very, very soon you'll be hearing these songs. But the first song is called Brave, and that is going to be the single. That is a song that was written by myself and Tog Salters and Chantal Krasievic, who is a wonderful lyricist, and Togs, of course, wrote "You Are Loved," and Togs and I wrote a lot of songs on this record. But this song "Brave" is kind of an inspirational song of strength and breaking through diversity and finding kind of strength in others to get through your day-to-day life. And it's really a very upbeat, very uplifting song, and we're really excited about it. And I think it's a great way to kind of start the process on this record. So that is the first song on the record, and it's also the first single. The next song is a song called "False Alarms," which I wrote with Lester Mendez, and it's a song that I actually wrote for the last album, but it just wasn't the right situation to get this song produced in the way that we wanted it to be done. So Rob Cavallo, who produced most of this record, produced this song, and we got in there with some amazing musicians, and we recorded the song. False Alarms is about being in a relationship situation where you realize that you're kind of doing all of the jumping around, and you need to kind of be a little bit more zen about what you want in your life and letting the right thing come to you rather than trying to force something that isn't working. The next is a song that is extraordinarily beautiful. It's a very old Irish song called "She Moved Through the Fair." A couple of amazing versions have been out there already. Richard Thompson, Sinead O'Connor. Our version is my favorite, but it's a song that is just a beautiful classic melody. We did it with 12-string guitar and Celtic harp. My friend Eric Rigler played uilleann pipe throughout the song, and it's a very haunting, very beautiful melody and story. Next is a song that I wrote called "Below the Line." I wrote this song actually while I was doing my Below the Line campaign this year for the Feeding America campaign this year, and so I wrote this song, and it's got a little bit of a political message, but it's got a really killer kind of energy and beat, and hopefully an inspirational message. The next is the first foreign language song on the record, called "E ti prometterò," which means "I promise you," and it is a duet with the fabulous Laura Pausini. Laura and I have been friends for a long time. We've wanted to sing together for a long time, and we've just been waiting for the right thing. So I wrote this song. I wrote this song also with Togs and with Lester. And from the moment we wrote it, I heard her voice in my head as a duet partner, and so she just sings amazingly on it. And it's gonna be great. I think you're really gonna like this one. We just heard the mix a couple days ago, and it turned out awesomely. The next song is a Jimmy Webb song. I have been a Jimmy Webb fan forever and ever and ever. He's written some of the greatest songs of all time, and this is no exception. It's called "The Moon is a Harsh Mistress." And the first time I heard it, I just realized this was a song that I wanted to sing. Not a lot of bells and whistles, just really enjoyed interpreting this beautiful song. And if you've heard it before, you know how great it is, and I hope you like my version of it. The next is another foreign language song. It's called "Un alma más," One More Soul, and it is in Spanish, obviously. And I wrote this song with Lester Mendez, and Claudia Brandt did the lyric. And it's a really, really kind of jazzy, Latin jazz kind of feel of a song, very romantic, and it features the legendary jazz trumpet player Arturo Sandoval. So we went to his house and we recorded his trumpet part, and it's awesome. He added so much soul to this song, so I hope you guys enjoy it. The next is another song that I wrote called "Happy in My Heartache." I wrote the song also with Todd Salter, and it's got a good kind of steady beat, and it's got a little bit of a country feel, if that's even possible in my world. But it's got a little bit of that feel to it, and it's a song about realizing that there's no reason to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Sometimes in a relationship you get really kind of too invested in stuff that's convenient but not really right for you. And it's a song that basically says, I'm tired of being happy in my heartache, essentially. And so a little bit of a sad message, but also kind of happy as well. The next was a song that I really wasn't expecting to turn out as brilliantly as it did. It's called Hollow Talk, and it's by a Danish band called the Choir of the Young Believers. And when I first heard this song, I was drawn to its haunting melody. I was drawn to the story of the lyric, and I was also drawn to how many places the song goes within the structure of it. It's got some very intimate moments, and then it's got a really huge, very rock orchestral section in the middle. And it was one of those songs where we kind of decided to do it as an experiment. And then once we did, we realized we couldn't have imagined doing this album without it. It's a very cool song. It'll be a lot of fun live, so I hope you like that. Next, track 11 is another Italian song called Sincerà. I wrote this song with my good friend Walter Afanasieff, and we always have a wonderful time writing kind of great classical melodies. We wrote Parte together. He wrote Broken Vow. So Sincerà is no exception. It's one of my favorite melodies that he and I have written together. Lyrics by my longtime collaborator Marco Marinangeli, who also wrote the lyrics to Parte, and it just turned out amazingly well. It's got all the bells and whistles, orchestra, organ. It's awesome. And then to finish out the album, track 12 is one of my favorite songs of all time, Stevie Wonder's song, I Believe When I Fall in Love. It Will Be Forever. It's a song that I think is a good way to finish the record. It's a very soulful song. It's a very positive, uplifting song, even though some of the verses are about the trouble you've had in the past. And as you know, I really like to sing kind of sadder melodies and sadder songs. But this is a song that, while the verses are a little bit sad, the choruses are really about once you find love and let love in, you're not ever going to let it go ever again. And I really liked that message as a final way to end the song. And played little drums on that one as well, so that was fun. So anyway, those are my 12 songs, and I've explained them a little bit, but truly, you have to hear it to believe it. I am so proud of this record. It is my favorite that I've ever done. I had the most incredible time with Rob Cavallo and his team and with these musicians. I really believe that this record is some of the best work I've done, and I hope you enjoy it as well. It's going to be a lot of fun for you to hear it. It's a lot of fun to tour. So anyway, I'm going to get back to my work here at Abbey Road Studio 3, and thank you so much for taking some time to listen to my track list, and which we literally just figured out like a couple days ago. So you're basically the first ones to hear about this. And as you can tell, I probably look really jet lagged, but we're doing some good work, and I will vlog again before the holidays. But I hope you've had so far a nice Thanksgiving and a wonderful December thus far, and we'll talk again soon. All right, I'm excited. Hope you are too. All that echoes, February 5th.